Hola todos, this is an update video on the Asus Rog Zephyrus G14. And man, I haven't really ran into any problems. My last computer, it did start showing a decrease in its performance just after 30 days. This laptop is the best I've ever had.
I'm the supreme, I'ma be all up in the books. Keep your eyes on me, don't forget to look. So you can read all about me, I'ma be all up in the papers. Keep my head high, aiming for them skyscrapers. I get the knock, there's people already on top, but once it comes to the odds.
What's up, y'all? It is Dynamic Gray. Hola todos. Hola todos.
If you're new here, my name is Dynamic Gray. If you don't like talkative people, you should leave. I ate this enchiladas mango thing. It feels like it's in my lungs. But I promise I won't die before I'm done filming this video. Hopefully.
He needs some milk.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, y'all. My mom brought it from the store. I basically kind of swallowed like half of it. I'm totally not eating it after. I almost choked on it.
Who the fuck dare to call me when I'm so busy?
Where you get the candies from?
From Mama, it's my last one. I was trying to do this thing because I choked on it at the beginning of the video, so I was going to say, oh, I'm still eating it after I choked. But they screaming in there.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
Good, you eating that up? Is it good?
It is good. Sabe bien.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guess what song this is? I said okay. Guess what song this is?
Okay.
Slay!
I was trying to eat fast so I can get ready to film because my little brother's in karate. That's why it's so quiet. See, listen. Quietness. In person, I am not talkative. Well, it depends. You know, if I'm really trying to get to know somebody, then yeah, you know.
Bruh.
But
But what the hell, what?
most of the time, no. I'm socially anxious, the majority of the time when I'm not with family.
We do not care.
I don't know exactly why. Hopefully someday I can get over that. Whenever I turn my camera on, my anxiety goes away, and this is therapy for me. Thanks for clicking on this video. So this is an update video on the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. And man, this laptop is the best I've ever had. This is only really my third laptop. My first laptop wasn't a gaming laptop. My second laptop, that stopped working in 3 years. I haven't really ran into any problems. My last computer, it did start showing a decrease in its performance just after 30 days. While having that laptop, the HP Pavilion Gaming Laptop 16, long name, Fortnite just was lagging, and I thought it was a Wi-Fi problem, but when I went to my dad's house, it was still doing the same thing. When I went to my mom's boyfriend's house, it was still doing the same thing. This computer though, this computer has not done that. This computer has not diminished. It is not, I don't know if that's the right word to use. You know what MacBooks do. The spinning wheel of death thing hasn't did anything similar to that. Anyway, so let's get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
First off, let's talk about the storage that this configuration has. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. It has 1 terabyte, right? It has 1 terabyte. And it's already down to 100. If you're getting this laptop, don't upgrade to 2 terabytes, if that configuration even exists. But just buy a $50 or $100 hard drive or 2 terabyte hard drive from Walmart. I mean, babes, I'm sure it would do just fine. Now, this is definitely maybe just a personal problem of mine, a me thing. Just one thing, it's a perfect laptop for me. But I don't like the touchpad. I don't like the touchpad. After a while, when trying to edit videos on it or simply scroll through the internet, my fingers start to feel really uncomfortable. If you're tapping the touchpad, then it's easy. But whenever I'm actually clicking the touchpad, my finger joints start to hurt for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm a bony boy. No say, maybe it's because I don't eat that much. But can you gain that much fat on your fingers? I'm not even sure. Maybe you can, but if you can, that's the problem. It's just really uncomfortable when I'm on this touchpad. When I use the older Mac that I let my mom use, whenever I use that touchpad, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. And that touchpad is noticeably a harder texture than this computer. I don't know why it's so uncomfortable to use this. Every now and then, I just caught myself using my $15 LED mouse that I got from $5 and Below. Now the keyboard, The keyboard is perfect to me. I found no problems with it compared to this little detachable $20 keyboard I had to get because I broke the screen on my tablet. The browser that I use for my laptop is the Opera internet browser. So I have that installed. It makes like this audible typing sound, and it makes me like want to randomly type letters all the time, and it's like really satisfying. A lot of tech reviewers have said it doesn't have individual keyboard lightning. That's a bit of a bummer. But my question is, why? Why? Who cares? I thought the actual point of lights on the keyboard was so we could use the keyboard in dark spaces, not so we can have disco parties. One other thing that was also mentioned about the keyboard on the Asus Rog Zephyrus, that it doesn't have a play or pause like shortcut button on the keyboard. I get it a little bit. You might feel like, as someone who is on public transportation and you just are too lazy. You're just too lazy. You're sitting on an airplane and you quickly want to swipe through something. I've had my moments. Rarely, but I've had those moments. You might think that you can't do that anymore because there's no button on the keyboard on this laptop. Well, in the Windows settings, you can go to the advanced touchpad settings and customize. You can customize touchpad gestures to where you are actually able to change your music quickly without having to exit out of the application that you're using. The way that I do it is when I do the 3 fingers. Sorry if this might feel like I'm harassing you a bit. I basically swipe this way, then I just use the 3 fingers to play. You can even do 2, I think. It not having the play and pause button and the fast forward button on the keyboard, this is not taking away anything. We're gonna get into the gaming. I've already tested out some games like Detroit Become Human. I was a little surprised but proud that it ran at ultra settings. I'm so happy it did. I love this game, one of my favorite games of all time. But I chose to play at 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second. In my opinion, since it's a cinematic game, it looks better with 30 frames per second. Because you know, movies are shot with 24 frames per second, usually. Now that I have this slim and portable but powerful laptop, whenever my mom and I are touring to perform, when we are traveling, she can play too. Seriously, everyone deserves to experience this game. I'm gonna play the game again, and over again. Cyberpunk 2077. Now, Cyberpunk is one of the most graphically demanding games right now, so obviously I had to test it out on this laptop. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had trouble finding the best settings to make this game run 100% smoothly. Turned on the default settings, but when I turned on RTX, then the game started to feel unplayable. But with the RTX on, it's still playable. You just have to make sure you take the time to play with the settings and find the right balance. Some VR games, Bone Labs. Bone Labs was a very first game I played on this computer, and that was on VR. It was actually lagging a little bit. The frames were dropping, but that was a me problem. I didn't change the graphics driver to the actual preferred dedicated GPU. So first was Bone Labs. I actually didn't get that far with Bone Labs on this laptop, so Who Breathes VR, that ran really good. It plays at the highest settings, but it was only like 72 hertz in the goggles. The gameplay was a little sluggish and slow. But whenever I would like take off my VR, when I'm moving around and I'm looking at my display, the frames looked high. But when I put the headset back on, it looked slow. It ran well, but the FPS was a little slow in all these VR games because of the headset, not the laptop. This is the Quest 2. This isn't even the Quest 3.
What is that?
Half-Life Alyx? That ran really good. Graphics was beautiful. I had no problem with that. Other than being like really scared. Like that game was scary, like the Flamecraft. I'm just so happy I finally got to play games that I've had on my other laptop that weren't running well. I played a little bit of Resident Evil Village. I already beat that. Now that ran amazing. Colors are more vibrant, but that's because my screen is beautiful as heck. Just guess, voila. I didn't get to get any gameplay of that, just like 2 little photos.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's it. Now, one of the most popular games of all time. But anyways, yeah, GTA 5, obviously. Ran well. I think if it ran bad, then I probably would have not wanted to have had this computer because there's other computers that are cheaper that can run GTA 5, a game from 2013. I know GTA 6 will run on here, but I wonder how well it will run. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I haven't got the beta yet. I played a demo of it like 2 years ago on the PS4. It ran amazing on this laptop, and it looked even better turning on the HDR. This display is so good. There was no frame droppings. It ran good, and I really want to play it more.
Daddy, chill.
Ghost of Tsushima. In certain moments, in certain parts of this game, it kind of looks photorealistic. Now, my computer did get a little hot, as expected. I really don't know how this game, or any other game I've played, even runs on this computer, because this laptop is literally so tiny. It's crazy how peaceful this game is, but how violent it is at the same time. Slade! I ate that. This game runs so well on this computer. I've had a blast. Forza Horizon 5 also ran. Okay, hold up, I almost lied. It felt like the frames were dropping just a little bit. This game is supposed to run at 120, but I mean, it's around 1670 right now. All the other games like Detroit Become Human on this laptop on the Asus Rog Zephyrus G14, they've only been able to run at like 60 and below, which is not a big problem to me. I've been experiencing these games on the laptop, and I can see like the racing games. We up in the Mexicas. Oh, look at them reflections on the car. I'm not gonna lie. First off, playing on this computer it's smooth. It's a smooth experience, which is good. For a long time, only really recently, I started really like learning what frames per second and, you know, hertz was and how important it was for gaming. Like, I knew it was important, but I couldn't tell, and I never really cared. Like, I always thought like 30 frames per second was okay for me. After playing racing games like this on this laptop, I'm really understanding how important the frames and the hertz are, how much they impact your gaming, how necessary these terms are. I tried to turn the anti-aliasing up, didn't do anything. Maybe it's just the game itself. The flickering isn't that noticeable, and the game works. The game looks good and runs well on this laptop, except for my character looking like a literal potato with cornrows. But at least they even have cornrows in this game, so. But there is one game that I know probably won't run that well on this computer. This game is a really high graphical, like, demanding game. So I don't really know if it's gonna work on here. I'm actually afraid it won't like run on this laptop. I mean, it's a popular game. This laptop's expensive, and I want this game to work on it. Let's find out. Roblox. Nope, there's no mistake in the editing. You are looking at Roblox. I'll explain why. I was probably, well, definitely over-exaggerating a little bit just to get your attention. The game obviously runs on here, but there are some problems that I think are still kind of major. My microphone was also having some problems. The audio went out. Ugh. Wait. Hold up before you say anything. Listen, escucha. Roblox has been having unnecessary loading that I normally don't get on any other device that I have. Like, I'm talking more than like 20 seconds of loading just to change an outfit. I'm not really sure if RTX is really able to work on Roblox, but there's no lag when I go in this game. No lag at all whatsoever. Obviously it's playable, it's Roblox. I don't know anybody else in here. I mean, this has to be an internet problem. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. After you switch to a different gender, it also has to wait for almost 10 seconds just to load. That shouldn't happen. For some people, they might not care. You might be used to waiting. But for $2,000 on this computer that can run the newest games, the highest settings, that should not happen, especially for Roblox. Look, that's obviously a processing thing. Why does that only happen? Look, it froze. Huh? Why does that happen only in Roblox? Are you kidding me, really? You know what's also strange? Them only giving the boys one pair of shoes after having 3. They took them away and gave us 1. For what? They must have had a bad breakup or something. I'm gonna go into my game that I made and I'm gonna take away all of the shoes and only give them 1 pair of shoes because I hate men.
Bruh.
I'm gonna try another game on Roblox. We can just see if that was a dress to impress problem. Let's see if I click on something or have to load something. Even though that's a simple task, dress to impress is struggling with that. And whenever I play on a PS5 or any other device, that doesn't happen. So, if Detroit Become Human can run, if Cyberpunk 2077 can run, if Life is Strange can run, if VR games can run, I mean, then Roblox can run. There's a lot. As soon as I said that, I thought a game that didn't have next-gen graphics would run faster than a game that does. But I guess that's not the case for Roblox. I really do think it's on the wrong graphics card. My graphics card is not even on. I think I fixed it. So it was on automatic and it turned, yeah. Am I tripping it, or is RTX actually working in Roblox?
Bruh.
That's a big difference. Why are the walls looking realistic? Okay, so let's go back. But the realistic graphics test was working. That's what's strange. It wasn't lagging. Yeah, I'm seeing a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. Oh my gosh, this grass looks real. Well, when it's far away. So I had to change some settings, see? That's exactly what I have to kind of do for Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, dynamic dudes, I think I figured it out. But before I confirm that, let's go back to Dress to Impress. Yeah, there's no freeze. I'm seeing difference in the graphics actually automatically. Oh my god. See? That's almost unplayable. Roblox has been doing this for me. Maybe it's because there's a lot of players on it. Maybe it's because it's a game that runs off the internet, off the Wi-Fi. It's doing it again. I didn't even click anything. I don't know. No sé. There's not even that many players in here. I'm so confused. Wait, no, let me get off of that. I don't even have no outfit on. Please, I don't know. Listen, I have anxiety in real life and in video games, okay? Just so y'all know. So I have to do it. I've been able to play music at live venues. I've been able to do what I need to do with a laptop. And it's been perfect for me. Roblox has been acting up. But I don't think it's my computer's problem. I think it's just something I have to fix. I've been able to do everything that I need to do. So Roblox freezing every now and then. Is that a reason for you not to get this laptop? Especially when it's probably just a me problem, to be real with you all. Because I'm still learning. I'm still learning about computers in general. But you know, it's different from consoles. So you actually have more freedom. But sometimes more freedom when it comes to... Ma, what are you saying to me? I didn't say nothing. Oh, I'm hallucinating then. I heard That wasn't me. I might need to get checked out. I might be schizophrenic. Thanks to my dad. Shout out to my dad. I grew up playing video games because of him. I remember when he bought me a Dreamcast. And you know, that was a long time ago. So those graphics are very, very different compared to, you know, the graphics on the PS5 or on this laptop. My dad brought me a PS5 for my 17th birthday. I can't take it everywhere with me. Obviously, I can take it some places. Like, it does. You can pick it up. It's not screwed to the wall. I have this necessity to have high-end graphics when I'm gaming. And if I see the jagged lines, if anything like that, I can become nitpicky. It's really the only thing that makes me kind of become, you know, a little picky.
Stop the cap.
I don't really like playing games, especially in 2025, that have graphics that look like they came from the PS2. And I'm not the only person who thinks that way. So I can play games on
high-end settings. Probably not all the way in all games that are made, you know, this year, but
still, you know, more than just medium settings. That's something that I care about. And so I'm able to do my gaming, beautiful graphics, great performance, everywhere I go. Also be able to slide my backpack right in my laptop to be able to pull it right back out. This is just so, it's so perfect for me because, okay, listen. I mean, there's so many laptops out there. I mean, but what's the reason for this specific laptop? I mean, am I like just making a video about it just because it's an expensive laptop and I got it and I have to make something out of it. No, this laptop is actually perfect for me. I'll explain why. So there's a different version. The G16, I believe. This is 14 inches. I carry books and things like that, even though I don't really read the books. But I'm studying my Spanish, so I have a lot of books that's in my backpack. My computer, honestly, probably wouldn't even really fit. Even though it's not that big of a difference, that would have more cons. Having the other version, the higher end model of this laptop, even though this laptop isn't even mid-range, it's still high end. Everything that I need to do, puedo hacerlo. I'm able to write my scripts and do my writing, and me and my mom, we made a piece for Black History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month that acknowledges African descendants, and not just in Latin America, but you know, all over the Americas, and their influence on salsa. So I've been able to write that script with this laptop and do the color grading for my photography, and I'm able to do my video editing, my dance videos, edit other people's YouTube videos. Speaking of the video editing, it's taken me almost 3 weeks to finish this video, okay? All you have to do is like it. You don't even have to subscribe. I know you're probably not signed into your account and you probably can't do it either. But at least acknowledge that you should be liking this video. But I appreciate you making it this far. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. What was I going to say? Okay, I already mentioned a couple times. Oh, outro. Before I go, though. Y'all. Please do me a favor. Remember to love each other and support one another so we can all help the world become a better place. It's your boy Dynamic Ray. I'll see you later, my dynamic dudes. Sorry. I got to go.
We do not care.